Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, so check this out. All right, so as well as Dimitri Bivol has options, he has a priority as well. And to me, if I'm Dimitri Bivol, Canelo can wait. A Canelo rematch could wait. Dimitri Bivol should be worried about what's going on June the 18th. With Arthur Beterbiev versus Joe Smith Jr. You know why? Because the winner of that fight has 3 belts. And then what you could do is you fight the winner of Arthur Beterbiev versus Joe Smith Jr. for undisputed. And then guess what? If you beat the winner of Joe Smith Jr., Arthur Beterbiev, and become undisputed, then guess what? When you negotiate with Canelo for a second fight, you could say, hey, I'm undisputed at 175. Plus, I already beat you. So it helps Bivol in negotiations. Bivol shouldn't sell out and go down to 168 and then fight Canelo. We all know that Canelo is going to handicap him and stipulate him to death. So then guess what? If you go down to 168 and fight Canelo at 168 and then you lose, even though you still are the champion at 175, but guess what? The value of that fight goes down because you're no longer undefeated. So if you go into the Arthur Beterbiev fight for undisputed or the Joe Smith fight undisputed, at the end of the day, more than likely, Arthur Beterbiev will be the favorite to win that fight. I mean, I'm not going to sell Joe Smith Jr. short because anything could happen. Arthur Beterbiev is 37-38. But at the end of the day, it's one of them situations until you see him actually lose, you're going to more than likely pick him to win. But just in case, showing respect to Joe Smith Jr., still, if you end up facing Arthur Beterbiev instead of Joe Smith Jr., you have 2 undefeated fighters. You are both from Russia, even though Arthur Beterbiev lives in Canada, but he's still originally from Russia. So therefore, you put that fight at an ideal location, which will more than likely be New York, Madison Square Garden. You're going to bring out a big Russian crowd. New York has a lot of Russians. So at the end of the day, it'll be a big fight. So like I said, should you prevail, you looking at big money. You looking at negotiating power when it comes to Canelo. Because if you just go in there and let Canelo handicap you, and like I say, you fuck around and lose, well, at the end of the day, even if you go back up to 175, like I said, you've lost money. Your negotiating power is gone. So at the end of the day, it's better for him to put Canelo on the back burner. He beat Canelo. He don't have to comply to Canelo's demands, even though there is a rematch clause. But he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to immediately go into a rematch. So like I said, he has options. For real, if I'm Bivol, I'm gonna explore all the options. And to me, I would look at and pay close attention on what happens June the 18th. That's real talk. Canelo can wait. Real talk. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.